Okay, so I just want to show you what the Swiss roll looks like when it's done. It should be still quite pale and ever so slightly golden brown, and when you touch it, it should bounce back up. It does want to be on the side of slightly undercooked rather than overcooked. And then what you're going to do is, with your oven gloves, with your sheet of paper that you've got out, is you're going to tip it. So the bottom goes on like so, and just tip that onto your sheet of paper. Hopefully, if we've greased it right, it will just come out. If not, a little bit there. Alright, so it's come out onto your sheet. It can be a little bit tricky, that part, so if you've got somebody that can help you, brilliant, and just to hold the sheet in place, like so. Down here, so you can see what I've got, and you just need to remember those corners that we cut. Just unpick them really gentle. Now it is hot, so do be careful, but we don't want it to cool down, because at the moment, with it being hot, we can roll it quite easily. If it cools down, it will start to crack. Okay, so unpeel both the sides, just gently. Okay. So test if we greased it well enough. And then what we're going to do is, just like a plaster, hold onto the cake if you can, just rip it up a little bit. Don't worry if a little bit of the cake comes off, that's absolutely fine. And then just pull it down to the ends like so, and then get this in the bin. Now, if you're going to put jam on straight away. If you're not, if you want to put the cream in, you need another piece of greaseproof paper, and then you're going to roll it, okay? And I'll show you how to roll it once, because I'm just going to put jam into mine. So, jam, pop some in the middle. Alright, you can always add more, it's up to you how much you put in, and then just use a knife just to smooth it out. Don't go right to the corners, because it'll squidge out when you're going to roll it. And again, you don't have to put jam in, you can put anything that you want in. You could put some cream in, you could flavour the cream, you could even melt some chocolate and add that to the cream to make a chocolatey version. There's loads of different things that you can do with Swiss rolls that do work quite quickly. As I say, the last thing we want is for the cake to cool down, because then we won't be able to roll it. Alright, so jam goes on, spread that out a little bit. Also, what I've done is, on the end, is I've kept a gap, because we're going to use that to help us fold it. Okay, so with that, just roll it up. You can make a little indentation, mine's done it already, but can you hopefully see that I've just done a first small tight roll? Okay, now the paper that's underneath it, roll that over. So can you see, small little roll there? And then what you're going to do is just push it, all right? You can see better, move out of the way. So what I'm doing is, it's rolling and there, but I'm just using this other hand just to push it. We don't want to fold it, so keep checking on it and just keep rolling until you get to the end, okay? Like so, and then we can just flip it over. And that is your Swiss roll. If you want to trim the ends off to make it a little bit neater, you can do, but what we should have is a nice tight roll in the middle there, and you can see how the sponge is nice and thick, and that's due to all that air that we've got in. We've also had another scientific principles happening, alright, so you can see it's gone golden brown. Remember, that's for two reasons. The first is the sugar. When you apply heat to sugar, it caramelizes, turning it brown. The second is when you apply heat to flour, which has got a starch in, dexterization happens and it turns it brown. Okay, so that is a very easy Swiss roll. How to make one. It's quite simple, but it's also, there's lots of technical steps that you've got to follow. If for some reason it doesn't go right, let me know and we can talk about how and maybe what's happened. Okay, so that was how to make a very basic Swiss roll. Obviously what we'll learn about today is the foam formation and the aeration, so please do let me know if you don't quite understand that. A Swiss roll is kind of a medium to low scale, depending on what you put in it and so forth. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, in your recipe booklet, there's also a recipe for a roulade. Now, a roulade just uses eggs. It's got no flour in, so if you're struggling to get hold of struggling to get hold of flour, then do have a go at that. It's a little bit more complex. The recipe that I've put in there for you is a Maryberry one, and it's a fruity one, berries and lemon curd and so forth. If you don't want to do that, do go on to BBC Food, and there's a lovely recipe there for a chocolate and hazelnut one, but you can really find any recipe and put whatever you want into that. So you've got a choice over what to make. You can either make the Swiss roll, or you can make the roulade one. Again, that's just like a meringue mixture without the flour in. Please, for this lesson, can you send me a photograph of whatever you make? And there's also a short quiz on Show My Homework just to go through this food science principles. Okay, thank you.